Hare Krishna. In his book, the Japa Reform Notebook, Srila Satsrup Das Goswami Maharaj writes, chanting is the heart of bhakti. That means, like we have body, in which so many parts are there: head, hands, stomach, legs, neck. But then the central point of all that is heart only. If heart only is not there, then none of these things will function the way they are supposed to. So thus, without chanting, all the other processes also are not so powerful in one sense. Just like he says, the bhakti means 9 processes only. Bhakti Devi is one expansion of Srimati Radharani. Srimati Radharani herself is Bhakti Devi, but she also manifests one Devi, one goddess, who is called as Bhakti Devi. He follows behind a Madhyamadhikari, and Madhyamadhikari desires that this person should get Bhakti. Then Bhakti Devi comes from backside and enters in his heart and inspires him to take to devotional service. So Bhakti is all the 9 processes. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Pada Sevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakyam, Atma Nivedanam. Hearing about the Lord. So hearing, what do we hear? We hear all the Vedic literatures are talking about Sambandha Gyan, Abhideya and Prayojan. How our relationship with the Lord, with Prakriti, with time, karma, and so many other factors. Then based on that, we are inspired to practice bhakti. One is theoretical, hearing the knowledge, but what one is supposed to do is, one is supposed to practice, that is Abhideya. And ultimate goal, Prayojan, is love for Krishna, that has to be obtained. So while doing all this, Shravanam, we are hearing about name, qualities, name, form, qualities and pastimes of the Lord. So that is all about hearing, Shravanam. So Shravanam culminates in chanting only. Just like all of us, whichever language we heard from childhood, that's what we kept speaking all throughout. We keep speaking that, and then communication becomes very easy. In case we go to a place where our language is not so beneficial, people don't know, so we have to do Shravanam of that language so that we learn that language, and then we have to do Kirtanam, speaking of that language. Then the interactions are smooth, then we benefit in life. So second is chanting anyway, Shravanam, Kirtanam. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, as he said, Bhajanera Madhya Sarvasreshta Navavida Bhakti, Krishna Prema, Krishna Dite, Dhare Mahashakti. All varieties of spiritual practices, topmost are the 9 processes, Shravanam, Kirtanam, etc. And they have 2 potency to give Krishna Prem. Yesterday I explained that is Srimati Radharani, who is made up of Krishna Prem. External potency is made up of 3 modes, Sattvagun, Rajogun, Tamagun. And internal potency, Srimati Radharani, is made up of Krishna Prem. So Krishna Prem we get, and then Krishna Dite, to offer you Krishna Prem and Krishna Dhare Mahashakti. These are the 2 big powers of any of the 9 processes of devotional service. And then he says, Taramadhe Sarvasreshta Nama Sankitan Niraparada Namalele Pabe Premadan. In all the 9 processes also, topmost is chanting. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So that is very important. Just like child is hearing from childhood, alphabets and the words and slowly sentences. But unless he speaks with his parents in that language, parents won't be happy, nor would he be happy. His requirements would not be met unless he states them out through speaking. That is Kirtanam. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam. Prabhupada says one who hears attentively and hears a lot, his chanting will be very powerful. And one who has Shravanam and Kirtanam nicely, his Smaranam will be automatic. Natural it will be. That's why Krishna at the last moment of life is expecting Smaranam. Because chanting may be difficult. Hearing that time is little late. Throughout life he should have heard about the Lord, and throughout life he should have chanted about the Lord. Then the remembrance of the Lord has been ongoing process. And at the time of death, Krishna, seeing his sincerity, will give him the intelligence, the Dami Buddhi Yogam Tam, Yenamam Upayantite, by which he will remember Krishna at the last moment, and Krishna will take him back to Godhead. So Smaranam also is based on Shravanam and Kirtanam. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Pada Sevanam. Pada Sevanam, it means all the physical services. Whatever we do, going to market, purchasing, then cooking, cleaning, whatever that we do. So in all these services also, ultimate goal is to chant only, isn't it? Otherwise, we do all these things, but then if we are not able to hear about the Lord, then we don't have impetus for going on with services, physical services. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Padasevanam, Archanam, deity worship also. Every now and then there are mantras. Here we don't have Gayatri mantra for Brahman initiated devotee. Brahman initiated devotees are not worshipping. But in the temple, those who are Brahmin initiated, every item they offer, there is holy name of the Lord. That they have. Esha Pushpaha. These flowers I offer to you, Guru Maharaj, to Krishna. And while doing Shodashopchar also. So many places the holy name is embedded in between. For Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur, he said that if the disciple is not hearing and chanting properly, then he is engaged in deity worship, especially Shaligram Shila worship and all that. So then he will think this is just a heavy stone that my spiritual master has tied around my neck, and it has become Galagraha. It is becoming like noose. Shaligram is stone, so it's like a big stone tied around my neck, and it is pulling me, and I'm getting strangled. I'm suffocating. If he's not hearing about the Lord and speaking His glories, singing His glories, then he will have this archanam. It will convert into Galagraha. It will become headache for him. For that matter, Prabhupada also explains about Badame Shaligrama Bhanga. It will not happen, hopefully, with the disciples who are initiated, but somebody else uses Shaligram Shila in the daytime in the temple, so that many people come, they offer many items, money and badam also, almonds. So in the night he closes the temple and he takes that Shaligram Shila and breaks that badam and it opens, and then he eats nicely and he is very happy. Next day morning he removes all that, because of breaking, the Shaligram Shila will have some badam stuck to it, so he'll clean it off very nicely. Again put it there. Again, next day night the same thing. So this will be too bad. Hopefully, initiated devotee will not go to that extent. Use Shaligram for such purposes. But that shows that Shravanam and Kirtanam is not happening. Shravanam and Kirtanam, Shravanam, it is like lubricant. So when lubrication is there in the fan, it is smoothly going with such speed, but noise is not there. If that lubricant is not there, so much noise would be there. And though we may receive air, we may feel noise is too much. Better I switch it off. Archanam, Vandanam, offering prayers. So there also you'll find any prayers. Gajendra's prayers, Kunti Devi's prayers, Uttara's prayers, Arjun's prayers, this prayer, that prayer. There also the names of the Lord will be there. Jai Jai, Devaki Nandan, Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu. Whatever prayers are offered, Nashta Prayasha Bhadrashu Nityam Bhagavata Seva, Bhagavati Uttama Shloke, Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki, or Hey Krishna, many prayers are there. Devaki Nandan, Nanda Gopa Kumaraya, Govindaya Namo Namaha. So names are there and they are being chanted by the devotees. So prayers will also have the chanting. Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakhyam, Atma Nivedanam. Whether one serves as servant or one serves as friend, there also the chanting of the names will be there. The description of glories, beauty of the Lord will be there. His qualities will be extolled. And then his pastimes, one is actually participating. And Atma Nivedanam, offering everything. So all these 9 processes, they have chanting as their heart. So chanting is most important. Though we hear a lot, ultimately it is chanting. That's why the last sloka of Srimad Bhagavatam also says, Nama Sankirtanam Yasya, Sarva Papa Pranashanam. The chanting of whose holy names removes all these sinful reactions. Pranama Dukkha Shamanavs. If we offer obeisances to the Lord, then all the distress is gone. Tam Namami Harim Param. To such Lord Hari, I offer my humble obeisances. So chanting should be known to be topmost activity. If we understand chanting is the heart of bhakti, then our mind will not divert to any other thought. Our problem is ignorance. One is anarthas and one is ignorance. Anarthas are ignorance are compared to fog, and anarthas are compared to cloud. So the ignorance will be removed by the sun of the holy name. So if you keep hearing, chanting and hearing the holy name, then the ignorance will be removed, the fog will be removed, and we can see sun, we can get benefited thereby. Anarthas are little bigger, in a sense they are clouds, you cannot remove by yourself, but then also they will also be removed by the sun's power only. So thus one should understand this is topmost. Because we are not convinced, we have not heard enough, we are in ignorance. So during chanting, our mind goes to some other thought. I have to do that service and this also and that also. So that shows that you are convinced, or at least your understanding is chanting is also there, but more important is that service which I have to do daytime, after morning program, after chanting, or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So that is ignorance. If one understands this chanting is everything, then one will say, let everything else wait. That can be seen later. Just like normal example, on feast day, if some particular item is there and that is unlimitedly served, then we don't care so much for taking rice, dal, sabji. That is there every day. This item is rarely there, isn't it? Very rarely somebody will think, that this item, okay, but I want rice, dal, sabji. So chanting is most important. If ignorance is not there, one will not allow his mind to focus on anything else, no other thought. No other thought will be entertained. It may come, but it will not be entertained. It will be just allowed to pass by. One will not allow it to enter in his mind, in his heart, and one will not be processing it. Yeah, this has to be done. That. No. Now I am chanting, so I want to utter clearly and I want to hear attentively. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Radha Krishna have personally come in the form of Hare Krishna mantra. So how can I say that daytime I have to do this for that, them, that for them? That is later. Now they have come, so they have to be cared for. So that cannot be entertained that time. So let us now be convinced and act it out. Put it in action while chanting now. Shri Harinam Prabhu ki jai. Let us offer our respectful obeisances unto all the devotees of the Lord who are like desire-fulfilling trees, oceans of mercy, and are very compassionate to the fallen conditioned souls. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Ananta koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki Namacharya Shri Haridas Thakur ki Vaishnava Thakur Shri Prabhupada ki jai.